Gather round, friends, and welcome to another episode of POWWOW Podcast. I'm your host, Philip.
And I'm David.
Ooh. It is weird to actually look at you while doing the podcast.
Yeah. I could lean over and kiss you right now.
You could, but then
I shan't.
No, I would have to file a sexual workplace complaint to the Upper POWWOW Podcast.
Yeah, the CEO, which I believe is
us?
Jointly us.
Yeah, jointly. Yeah, so I'll get one half of the votes.
Yeah, I'll receive something on my desk, and yeah.
Well, back to business, as it were. We have had an eventful, by the time that everybody will have listened to this, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
We have been at each other's side for the entire way. Are you tired of me yet? I'm not even.
You know
just
what?
Talk to the listeners.
Yeah, talking to the listeners. Gosh, guys, seriously, I've been putting up with endless, just faux British accents throughout the time that we've been in London. Just casually, Phil will be walking down the street and he'll give us some examples. Like you almost stepped in something and you were like, "Oh, I dare say."
I dare say.
That was a close one.
Do you have the cloakroom nearby? I just go around. I will say, at first, when we first started this trip, that was a choice. Now it has been.
Now it's ingrained in your brain now.
I really can't just stop but dip into it, and I think it's because just so many people everybody around me is doing it that I can't.
They're not doing it. That's just the way they talk.
And yet they won't stop, and neither shall I. So
fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Anyway,
it's been amusing. It's been amusing.
Yes, and thus far haven't been insulted. We came close to being into a fight once, but I think that we'll probably talk about that later at some point.
Sure.
Maybe. All right. So let's get to the rest of this episode.
Yes, absolutely. Phil and I were having an argument the other day about who was it we were talking about specifically, whether or not a certain celebrity, Woody Harrelson, because we saw him on a movie poster and then we saw him in a movie, whether he was a A-list or B-list celebrity, and you know how many people might recognize him just from a picture and be able to say his name and name a movie he's in. And then we started discussing other celebrities. I brought up Lucy Liu, which Phil was dead set she was B-list, and I was like, well, I don't know. I think she's an A-list celebrity.
Well, I even think another one that we had a discussion on was Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball, yeah, but I mean that's generational. Like you said when you said Lucille Ball, you were like, she's a generational talent, and I'm like, yeah, generational in that she's a legend, but also generational in that younger people just don't know her.
At least by the face alone.
Oh, certainly not, yeah. But even the name, like maybe a distant like recognition, like, oh, I might have heard that name. Like Clark Gable as well. Like young people don't know who Clark Gable is.
So we had this discussion.
Yes.
And so we decided, since we are together, it would be as good a time as any to take it to the streets.
Take it to the streets.
And let the streets
and duke it out.
Yes, absolutely. So what follows is our combined research that we found while out and about. And we also took the opportunity to make a game out of it later. So we'll go to there as well.
Now, I will preface this by saying that we were going to gather up all the data and actually present it. You know, like this person got this many recognitions and this many people were able to name a movie from them. But you listen and you'll see why that really wasn't necessary.
All right, we're here on the street in Camden Market with... What's your name? Tell us your name.
My name is Jimena.
Rose.
Lara. Shannon.
Robin.
Ocean and William.
My name is Guillaume.
Emil.
Nico.
My name is Amelia.
We are going to be giving you a list, a showing of celebrities. We want to see if you can name their names and then a movie that they are in. You get a point for either one. So
what do I win?
What do you win? You win the glory of being better than any other guest we've had thus far.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
Woody Harrelson, best known for Zombieland and arguably Hunger Games.
Oh my god, I know him, but I forgot his name. But he's in 3 Billboards Outside of Missouri.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
but I don't remember his name.
Don't remember his name.
I know who he is, but I don't know his name.
Can you identify that fine-looking gentleman?
Yes, I can't remember his name.
Can't remember his name. Can you remember a movie at least?
Isn't he in the Hunger Games?
He is in the Hunger Games. Yes, he is.
Oh my gosh, I don't know the name, but was he in the zombie apocalypse?
Yes. Yeah. Zombieland.
Zombieland,
I'll
yeah,
take it. Yes.
I know what film he's in.
Okay, well, what film is he in?
Zombieland.
Zombieland. Yes, excellent.
I
Do you
just-
have a name?
White man can't jump. I don't know his name.
No idea.
Woody Harrelson.
Yes. Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
And a movie?
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, next one.
Ana de Armas.
Best known for Knives Out and Blonde.
Ana de Armas. And she is in Blade Runner 2049, I think.
I do not know her.
I've seen her. I don't know her name, but I've definitely seen her.
It's she was in Blonde on the
Yes,
Netflix.
yes.
The
Do you
new
know the
show.
name? This guy knows his movie.
Anna Armas?
Yes,
Is that it?
Yes, of course.
Anna de Armas. Anna de Armas. There we go.
Oh, I don't know her name, but she was in that the most recent Netflix movie with Ryan Gosling. Anna something? Anna?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know her last name. Couldn't
Ana
tell
de
you.
Armas.
Yeah,
Any
right.
movies that she's been in?
The one on Netflix.
Don't know the name?
The Inside Man, the Grey Man, the Grey Job.
The Grey Man. The Grey Man. Yes.
All right, next one.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Best known for There Will Be Blood and Lincoln.
I also know his name. He was in Phantom Thread.
Yes. Do you know his name?
No, but I know where he is.
Phantom Thread is correct, though.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
No idea. So if you have no
It's like
idea,
old white man, number 82.
any idea who that is?
The hell,
No.
Don't know.
Next one.
Stanley Tucci.
Best known for Devil Wears Prada and The Hunger Games.
He was in The Devil Wears Prada.
But you can't tell us his name.
I can't tell you his name, but I know where movie he is.
I would say this is an Italian fashion designer, but I have no idea. Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, yeah. No.
Jeff Bezos.
No. Hell no. I'm not a movie guy, so I like...
That's all right.
These questions are very hard for me.
This is Stanley Tucci. He was in The Devil Wears Prada.
Excellent.
Lucy Liu. Best known for Kill Bill and Charlie's Angels.
Wasn't she not in the Ocean?
Crazy Rich Asians?
Something?
Crazy Rich Asians. She was not in Crazy Rich Asians.
If you want, you can also just say the movie. If you can identify a movie.
No. Sorry.
All right.
No, I don't know.
Lucy Liu, Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
Next one.
Javier Bardem.
Best known for No Country for Old Men and Skyfall.
Oh, I forgot. He's Spanish and
He is.
he's married with Penelope Cruz.
He is.
I know that, but I don't know his name.
Wait a second. He's not Javier Bardem.
He is
Okay,
Javier
yes.
Bardem.
Okay, No Country for Old Men.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm
That's
James
2 points.
Purcell.
Oh, he was in the film called Mother, I think.
Yes,
with
he
Jennifer
was.
Lawrence, with Jennifer Lawrence.
Horrible film.
No.
No, you love the film.
It's one of my favorite films.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
one of them.
I apologize.
No,
I'm sorry.
don't. Please don't apologize.
Jeffrey Rush. Best known for The King's Speech and Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know who any of these people are. Like, this is really bad. That could be my grandpa, and I wouldn't know.
That is one grandpa vote.
It looks like my grandpa.
Jeffrey Rush.
Yes.
He's Australian too. What has he been?
Is he
in?
Australian? I didn't know he was.
I'm pretty sure
Australian.
Jeffrey Rush is Australian.
Okay, well, jury's out.
Fact check that. I have no idea.
Octavia Spencer.
Best known as Ma in Ma and Hidden Figures.
She's in Ma. Oh, she's in Ma.
Octavia something or other.
Yes.
Octavia Jones.
No, begins with an S.
Sullivan.
No,
I don't know.
Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer. She was in Hidden Figures.
Yes.
I want to say.
Yes.
Willem Dafoe. Best known for Spider-Man and The Lighthouse.
Oh my god, I do know his name. William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
And he was in Spider-Man.
That's Willem Dafoe.
Spider-Man.
This is the guy from Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 1.
He's the guy in the Spider-Man movie.
Yes, he is. Yes. Last one.
Zoe Saldana.
Best known for Avatar and Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy.
She was in Avatar and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
She's Gamora,
Yeah.
but then I don't know her name.
Wait, is that no?
Oh no! We had a moment.
It looks like Zoe Saldana, but I don't think it is. Is it?
It is. And can you name a movie that she's in?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's not Samantha Mumbet, is it?
No, it is not.
Well,
You are
then
correct.
I do not know her.
Which one? No, it's not.
She's Colombian.
Yeah, she's Dominican.
What?
We're Dominican.
Oh yeah, yes. Do you know what movie she's in?
Oh, yeah, Avatar.
There we go.
Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
Avatar.
Yes. God, let me shake your hand. You're by
Avatar.
far the most impressive performer today.
Phew. So a lot of people
wow.
had no clue.
I am
who did it.
shocked.
We had as close to offers. We only had one guy. One guy
who finally I
aced his
had to
test.
I had to shake his hand. I don't know if he aced it. There were a few that he didn't know, but at least he knew most.
And
Like
I think the two that he didn't know were understandable. And
Well, he
was the
knew
first-
Jeffrey
he was
Rush.
the first one who didn't say that's my grandpa.
yeah. Oh my goodness. It was shocking. I honestly expected to find more people who at least knew some names. There were a few, I think, who didn't know any names, could at least name a couple movies, and then God bless him, Robin didn't know anything. He's not a movie guy. He told us that he hadn't seen a movie in over a year, which shocks me. But
Right. I think we can both agree the biggest lock of the day was going to be nobody would know who Daniel Day-Lewis is, which is surprising based on how much of a leading man he is.
Well, but yeah, I guess it is surprising. We did have the one older lady who was shouting in the background while her daughter was taking the test.
Yeah, we really should have.
We should have policed a little bit better, but you know what? It was going so badly that I thought, you know what? Maybe it'll make for better content if someone knows this.
The biggest surprise to me was how many people knew Octavia Spencer. Going into this, I wouldn't have thought that people would have known her, but a lot of people knew her.
I think she's very recognized. She's got a very recognizable face, and like it's not. She's done some things. She's just not. She's not super famous for whatever reason. I don't know, but I mean I think she's very recognizable in that sort. Like Willem Dafoe as well. A lot of people, you know, with the exception of the Green Goblin, what is Willem Dafoe best known for? On his IMDb page, apparently it's At Eternity's Gate, which is a very slow, pensive movie about Vincent van Gogh, and then there's The Lighthouse, which is a very niche movie that most people didn't see. And other than Spider-Man, again, like there's just not a lot of movies that people have seen him in, but he's so recognizable that it's hard not to be like, oh, that guy.
So in conclusion, can we agree that I won? That most people didn't know about Woody Harrelson, and for the case in point.
But there's some people in this list that really should be considered A-listers, like Zoe Saldana, especially.
Day-Lewis.
Yeah, but Daniel Day-Lewis is retired. He's been retired for a few years now, and you know, for the younger crowd, which is most of the people we interviewed were younger, I'm not going to say I understand, but I'll accept that they didn't know who he was. But Zoe Saldana is like in Avatar, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Trek. Like these are blockbuster movies, and only a couple people knew who she was.
The problem that she faces is that her most famous films and roles, she's not.
Yeah, but she's recognizable in Guardians.
Yeah, just green.
And in Star Trek.
In Star Trek, certainly, but it's been a while since the last Star Trek film.
True. Anyway, I was surprised. I'll say you won in some cases, but in other cases, I think everyone lost because damn,
poor Jeffrey Rush.
That man is talented. He deserved better.
Yeah. That's one of our favorites.
It is one of our favorites. I could lean over and bite you right now.
Take a nibble. Yeah.
God, I'm using many things that are just about me leaning over and doing things to you.
Yeah, some would call that subliminal.
Well, it is Bite Me as our mini segment. We each have a controversial opinion. Mine might not be so controversial, except for, well, why don't I just give it to you?
Please.
This is not targeted at anyone in particular. You cannot say that you don't like something if you haven't tried it. If you have not tried it at least once. Damn it. Bite me. But you bite me, because everyone else probably agrees with me on this one.
I'm not a mayonnaise guy.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
You don't like mayonnaise now? What? This is new.
This is real.
I knew about
content.
mustard.
Yeah, well, mustard I have tried.
You've never tried mayonnaise?
I've never tried mayonnaise, and I really don't plan to.
But it's just so standard. It's just so nothing. There's nothing much to it.
Yeah, it still doesn't mean that I enjoy it. All right, my bite me. My bite me is something of an international problem. Not really in the States, but at least here in London. Don't know why, but within myself, pronouncing schedule as schedule is fine. It actually somewhat does sound more refined, actually. I can appreciate it. But to go so far as to then take the next leap, and if you need to reschedule something, or rather reschedule something, that is horrific. That is just abysmal, and I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it at all. God. And if you don't like that, which I'm sure everybody listening to this doesn't care about at all, it doesn't apply to anybody listening to this, but if it does, and you have a problem with this, bite me. So, David, I have told you since the beginning of this trip, I actually will be providing and bringing forth onto this episode or any of the episodes that we recorded in person that I will be providing a once more.
Right.
But I lied to you.
Oh.
I have a once more, but I'm not providing it. It's provided by my mother. My mother surprised me before I left. She said, I have brought you a once more that you can use for on the show. And I said, you know what? Why not? So I'm reaching right now into my wallet where it has been this entire time. Oh, and for my entire time, some things popped out of my wallet that are we shan't mention. But this is directly from my mother. It's a game.
Oh.
I told her, because she said, have you looked at it? I said, no. I've looked at it at a couple things. So it's a game for you, hosted by me, provided by my mother. The only catch is, and why I couldn't bring it onto the game section, and I told her, and she said, if I ever do this, I will take note of this. There's only 4 questions. I said, most of our games, hint, hint here, most of our games are 5 questions minimum, with 6 as an alternative if we have a skipping
we sometimes
stone.
do 3. Not to crush your dreams here.
Yes. All right. So this is directly from my mother. I can't resource this. I can't verify this.
Well, let's go for it.
All right. Here we go. David, which of these is not a movie title? Option A, The Waiting City. Waiting spelled as in I am patiently waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Option B, The Yellow Squash. Option 3, The Inside Man. Or option 4, The Virgin Spring. Virgin as in Virgin Mobile.
What was the third one?
The third one is The Inside Man. Which of these is not a movie title?
I don't like that you started out going A, B, and then suddenly it was 3, 4, but I know The Inside Man is. There's definitely a movie called The Inside Man. And the rest of them, I've got no idea. I'm going to say The Yellow Squash.
Is not a movie title.
Not a movie title.
You sniffed my mother out. The comments next to them are absolutely delightful. The Waiting City, made in Australia in 2009. The Inside Man, made in Sweden. I'm guessing this is the original version that Denzel later recreated. But made in Sweden in 1984. The Virgin Spring, also made in Sweden in 1960. However, the Yellow Squash, the comment next to it is bah-ha-ha-ha, and this is not VeggieTales.
Okay.
I love that. Love that humor. All right, next one. Soldier of Orange, Twin Sisters, Stone of Destiny, or Exploring Nancy.
Is it the same question?
Same question. Which of these is not a movie title?
Okay, give them to me again.
Soldier of Orange, Twin Sisters, Stone of Destiny, and Exploring Nancy.
The Soldier of Orange, is that right? The Soldier of Orange. That sounds very. That sounds like a movie title. Okay. And then the Stone of Destiny sounds like it could be a movie title, but it also sounds like if I was going to make up a movie title, I might call it the Stone of Destiny. So I'm going to go with Stone of Destiny.
Stone of Destiny being the fake one.
The fake one, yes. Exploring Nancy just. It sounds like it could be a saucy movie.
Soldier of Orange was made in the Netherlands in 1977.
Makes sense.
So I'm sensing here, I don't know if you are, but I'm sensing an international movie feel. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's on the back or something. So Soldier of Orange, made in the Netherlands in 1977. Twin Sisters, made also in the Netherlands in 2002. Stone of Destiny was made in Scotland 2008, and the comment next to Exploring Nancy is, "Bahahaha, what would this even be about? Get out of the gutter." Thank you, Mother. All right, she went directly to where Hoffman would. All right.
Films like that exist.
They do. All right.
Caprice, I'm telling you.
The House with Laughing Windows, The Long Hair of Death, Narcissistic Nudist, or Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. So once more, that's The House with Laughing Windows, The Long Hair of Death, Narcissistic Nudist, or Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death.
I would like to watch the Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. just to see what that's about. I mean, I can guess what it's about, but there's just so much there that's ready to unpack. There's two that end with of death. But I'm going to go with the one in between those. Which one was it again?
There are not two that end in death. There's only The House with Laughing Windows.
You said the long hair
of death.
The Long Hair of Death.
Narcissist Nudist.
Oh, never mind.
Or Narcissist Nudist Winter Camp.
What is it? The Avocado Jungle?
Yeah, Cannibal Women in the Avocado... Oh, you're right.
Of Death, right?
Yeah. Jungle of Death. Okay, so you're going with the Narcissistic Nudist Winter Camp.
Yes, sure.
Okay. The House with Laughing Windows was produced in Italy in 1976. The Long Hair of Death was made in Italy in 1964. And Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death was made in the United States in 1989. The comment next to Narcissistic Nudist Winter Camp, bahaha, speaking of shrinkage. All right, last one, as produced by my mother.
So I've got two right so far.
You've gotten two right. So this last one will either tie you, or you will be just outright being able to
call myself a winner.
Call yourself a winner. The Leprechaun Rides a Pony. Second one would be Santa, or Santa, as it is said out here in England. Santa.
It's not Santa ever. Not in England, not anywhere is it Santa.
Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. Come True. Or number 4, The Myth of Fingerprints. Once more, that's The Leprechaun Rides a Pony, Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny, Come True, The Myth of Fingerprints.
I don't want Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny to be a real movie. And I think The Myth of Fingerprints, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I think I might have even heard of that. I'm going to go with Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny because, gosh, that just sounds horrifically
Come True is American, made in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The Myth of Fingerprints is indeed American, made in 1997. And Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny is American. It was made in 1972. The comment next to The Leprechaun Rides, last one, bahahaha, and Poor Pony. All right. Thank you, Mother. We appreciate your help and inquisitiveness and humor all the way from across the pond, as they say.
As they say.
So, for this week's game, we are going back to the streets, and we are going to play a little game called Word of Mouth. So, we're going to be giving each other, David, words or small phrases that we will have the person on the street that we are interviewing, we're going to have them say it without us saying the phrase or word given, or a few extra little notes here that we decided are unfair advantages.
Yes, so we will be welcoming back our friends, what were their names? Robin, for one. I'm now struggling
Nigel?
to remember.
Was there a Nigel?
I don't think so.
Yeah. But
whoever they were, they all had names. And there was Amelia. Amelia, yes. Okay. So we've got a game, and we have many participants.
Ooh, the last thing that we need to say is that that we each gave each other 5 words, so 5 points are available, and we are each going to a different person for each word.
Right.
So the first one to have a higher score wins.
I guess.
Okay, so we got the people, we got the game, we got the points. Trust us, it'll make sense as we go along. Let's get to it. David, the first word that you need to get them to say is pineapple, but you cannot say the word pineapple or the word fruit or the word spiky or the word yellow. Good luck.
3, 2. All right, it's a tropical food, and you put it on a lot of cocktails, like a little piece.
Pineapple.
Yes, absolutely.
Done.
Your first word, Phil, is Mexico. Obviously, you can't say Mexico, you can't say tacos, you can't say America, and you cannot say Spanish.
3, 2, 1, go.
Do you know where soccer was born?
No.
Wonderful. Where would you find a tortilla?
Mexico.
Yes!
Yeah.
Thank you, Rosie. You've been a wonderful guest. David, the second word and second point available for you is luggage. And you cannot say the word luggage, airport, bag, or pack. 3, 2.
Okay, so if I'm traveling and I have a suitcase and I want to check it in, luggage is absolutely right. Oh, there you go.
Your next word, Phil, you're going to love this, is boobs. You cannot say boobs, you cannot say chest, you cannot say breasts, and you cannot say tits.
All right. If I'm a female and I have tremendous upper body strength, or what do guys look at on a female?
Or boobs.
Yeah! Did I get it in there? Yeah! Way to go, Shannon! Thank you!
Just in time.
Thank you, Shannon! Live from Dublin. Just kidding. Your third word, David, is home run. You cannot say the word home run. You cannot say baseball, sport, or bat.
Okay, so this is an American game, and you
American football?
hit a ball.
Baseball?
Yes, and how do you score? What do you score in that game?
Home run?
Yes! Hey! Well done.
Your third word, Phil, is banana. You cannot say banana, obviously. You cannot say fruit. You cannot say yellow, and you cannot liken it to a penis.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. In the morning, you might eat a something very healthy, not a vegetable.
A vegetable, a fruit.
A fruit. Okay, so it's a fruit.
Yeah.
And it helps with cramps.
Time's up.
Oh. David, the phrase that you need to get them to say now is save my bacon. You cannot say the words save or my or bacon. You cannot say the word pig. You cannot say the word breakfast. And you cannot say the word meat.
So this is a phrase you say if you're in trouble and you need someone to help you, and it has to do with something that you eat for breakfast, breakfast food.
Oh, what?
So you have to help. This is such a hard one. It was
15 seconds?
15 seconds.
Oh.
This was the hardest one so
Okay.
far. It was save my bacon. I don't know how you explain
I've
that.
never heard that one, actually.
Okay, well.
I was going to say, give me some cornflakes.
No, you know what? I don't even.
Your fourth word, Phil, is Big Ben. We are in London, after all. You cannot say Big Ben. You cannot say clock. You cannot say tower. And you cannot say the London Eye.
If you wanted to tell time here in England, where would you look? What's a famous attraction here in England?
The Big Ben.
Love you. Lastly, David, the phrase you need to get them to say is beef Wellington. You cannot say the words beef or Wellington. You cannot say the name Gordon Ramsay. You cannot say the word meat. And you cannot say the word wrapped.
Okay, this is a meal, and it is from a cow, and you cover it in
Ribs.
pastry.
Sausage roll.
It's
Pie.
it's not quite. It's like a fillet. A filet.
Filet mignon?
Yeah, close.
Out of time.
Beef Wellington.
Never would have got that.
Oh, okay, no worries.
And finally, Phil, your word is Nutella. You cannot say chocolate, you cannot say spread, and you cannot say bread.
So once again, we are joined by
Amelia.
Amelia, you are in a very important spot here. Me and my friend David here, we are tied at the same points. So if you get this right, I win for the week. I know that means nothing to you, but it means the world to me, okay? So here we go. No pressure whatsoever. Here we go. 15 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, you spread this on toast. You can put it also on waffles.
Butter.
No. You can put it
No.
on waffles and like the Dutch pancakes. It's like a dessert.
Syrup.
No,
Honey.
but it's like a spread. It's yeah, you can say
Chocolate?
yeah. It's like a chocolate spread.
Nutella.
Yes. Did I get it? Yes. Yes, Amelia. Oh, thank you so much. I needed this. I needed this so much. Thank you.
Yikes, I hate to kill the celebrations there, but momentarily after that ended, I realized, Phil, that you said spread.
I did.
And therefore, you did not get the Nutella point. And therefore, we tied.
We're tied.
We're tied 3-3.
I had a victory, David. I had it in the grasp.
I mean, I
of
think
my
you actually
hands.
said spread quite early in the 15 seconds. I think so. I mean,
you know what happens in these games is that you hone in on saying I cannot say the actual word itself, and I know that I'm going to say the word. I don't know, just this word. I can't.
Right.
I can't say chocolate, and so everything else goes away because you're like, I'll never use that word, and then lo and behold, I spread it around.
You spread it.
I was a super spreader. Too soon.
Well, anyway, so what do we do now? It's 3-3. I mean, do we just take the...
I'd say... So we
take a win each?
Yeah, let's take a win each because the alternative is we both take an L. And I need this victory.
Well, just to try to make our records look slightly more impressive. I mean, we did get 3 out of 5. That's a passing grade. So so we'll call it a win each, and we'll move on to next week.
Absolutely.
Ooh, baby! It slaps.
It still slaps.
So hard. Phil, I might be worried that we have the same that slaps this week.
You know what? This first one is definitely the one that I'm worried about. So let's go because let's be honest, David.
I mean, it can double slap.
It can double that. Wow. To have like the double
To have a
credence,
double
the stamp
slap.
of approval and the stamp of approval.
Because I mean, in an ordinary week, any given week, we could, especially when films are involved. Spoiler alert! We could come with the same film, especially if it's a new release. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is just as acceptable as any week, and go for it. What slaps for you?
Well, mine is not a film, so I feel much better. Okay.
Oh, okay.
David, what's the song of this vacation for both of us? David, there's been a theme song for us that we've been humming throughout the entirety. There's been a mini game between us that I can hum something and then it gets stuck in your head, but there's been one reoccurring one, David. No one dies from love.
Oh, yeah.
So POWWOW.
It does slap.
It does slap.
It slaps so hard.
POWWOW just came out with a new album, just dropped, as the kids say. And it's called, and one of the songs in it that I recommended to you personally, I went above and beyond and I said, David, you're going to love this. We played it on one of our drives home, and it's called No One Dies from Love from POWWOW. POWWOW, I don't know what her name is, but it truly slaps. It's a great song.
It definitely slaps.
And it sticks with you. It sticks with you.
It really does, yeah.
That is my slapping material this week. What slaps for you this week?
Well, it's a movie. We went to go see it earlier this week.
We did.
Gosh darn it! It took you for a ride. It took me for a ride. It is a roller coaster of a film. It throws so many different angles at you. There's like a lot of surprises along the way. Nothing was really expected. It's called Triangle of Sadness. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen a billboard, and only a billboard, for a film. I had never heard of this film. I'd never heard of this film before. I'd only heard of one of the actors. One and a half. Woody Harrelson, yes. And there was another actor in it that I've seen before, and I didn't really know his name, but he was known to me, I guess. We saw the billboard. We never watched the trailer. We just thought, hey, that sounds interesting. Let's go watch it. So we went to the movies. We watched the movie called Triangle of Sadness, and it is fantastic. It slaps. It is potentially... Now, I haven't seen... I know your favorite film of the year is still probably...
Everything, Everywhere,
All at Once. Yeah. I haven't seen that yet. It's just I've been putting it off for so long. I have it downloaded, but I haven't watched it yet. So far this year, and we're quite far into the year... This is probably my number one for the year. It slaps. It slaps. You should check it out. It is a very, very weird film. The first 20 minutes will have you thinking, maybe this is not for me. It is. Just stick it out, please.
It is the definition of a 3-act film.
Oh, yeah.
And each act is completely different.
It is so different. Yeah, it is a roller coaster ride.
Alas, we come to a close on our first of 2 in-person powwows.
2? Only 2?
We only get 2?
We might squeeze in a third.
We might squeeze in a third? Ooh.
Who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? All right. David, We have some people to thank, though, not just
Yes,
each
of
other,
course.
as we give each other a firm handshake from across the way here. First of all, we'd like to thank
Cass and Crossland and Jake Corlang for the music you hear on this show.
We'd also like to thank Ryan Ardell, Tara Amstutz, and Josh Hans for their wonderful contributions to the show. Guys, it would not be possible without you. Thank you so much for helping us throughout the entire process. Bless you! And, of course, thank you to you. Yes, you, the listener. We do it for you. We continue to broadcast for you. And we even go to you from time to time here on the streets. So thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. If you have not, go back.
And any new listeners who might be joining us from our interactions on the streets, welcome to the POWWOW family.
Yes, welcome. So if you have not, and if this is your first episode, go back and listen to all the other stuff we got back in the back catalog. I promise you, it ages well. It stays there. There's nothing that's particularly dated as of yet. Maybe when Puerto Rico becomes a part of the United States, then we'll have to take that one.
Ignore the Oscar episodes. Those are kind of dated.
All right. So besides that, though, everything else is good. It's fresh. It's got fun, loads of content. You'll enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe. Listen to all of our stuff on Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, even Google Podcast. We're pretty much across everything except for Pandora, which this week got an especially special. Screw you, Pandora.
Ooh, I don't know his name, but I remember he was in that movie where he got mauled by a bear.